When I look back, I realize I once believed there were only two types of people: those who always had an immaculate home and those who were comfortable living with a little bit of friendly clutter. If I'm honest, I used to put myself in that second group. Life felt happy, even if my surroundings weren't perfect. But as the years have passed, I've discovered something valuable. Maintaining a clean, inviting home isn't some mysterious talent you're born with. It's something anyone can learn, and yes, even come to appreciate. Hello, I'm Margaret, and you're watching Timeless Wisdom. Today, we're diving into a subject that means a lot to all of us: how to keep our living spaces tidy, calm, and easy to manage, particularly as we grow older. Let's be real. Cleaning gets tougher with age. Clutter sneaks in, our energy levels dip, and it's easy to feel overwhelmed before we even begin. But here's the bright side. With a shift in mindset and a few helpful routines, keeping your home neat can become simpler and might even bring you a bit of joy along the way. In this video, I'll share easy, down-to-earth tips and a few stories from my own experience, all to encourage you to transform your space into a real haven. Maybe you're considering streamlining your belongings, or maybe you just want to stay on top of everyday messes. Either way, you're right where you need to be. So, pour yourself a warm cup of tea, settle in, and let's take this journey together. The heart of a clean home. Less is more. Now that we're comfortable, let me share one of the biggest lessons I've learned over the years. Less truly is more. You see, back in 2015, I was overwhelmed by the constant clutter in my home. My husband and I decided to make a bold change. We embraced simplicity and reduced our belongings by an astonishing 85%. At first, I worried that letting go of so much would feel like losing a part of myself. But you know what? It turned out to be one of the most liberating experiences of my life. As the piles of stuff disappeared, something incredible happened. Our home became lighter, more serene, and so did we. Cleaning went from being an endless battle to a manageable, even satisfying part of our day. Without the clutter, tasks like wiping down the kitchen counters or sweeping the floors no longer felt overwhelming. For the first time in years, I found myself enjoying the process of caring for my home. Here's the truth: cleaning becomes far easier and even joyful when your space is simplified. Think of it this way: every item you own takes up not just physical space, but mental space too. By letting go of the things you no longer use, need, or love, you're not just making your home easier to clean, you're also creating an environment that supports your well-being. And isn't that what we all want at this stage of life? A home that feels like a sanctuary, not a source of stress. The beauty of simplifying is that it doesn't have to happen all at once. You can start small, and I'll share more about that in a moment. But for now, just remember this: every step you take toward reducing clutter brings you closer to a home that's peaceful, manageable, and uniquely yours. Decluttering. Where to start? As we've just talked about how simplifying can transform your home, I know what some of you might be thinking. Margaret, that sounds great, but where on earth do I start? Don't worry, my friends. You're not alone in feeling that way. Starting can feel overwhelming, especially when you've accumulated decades' worth of cherished memories, keepsakes, and yes, maybe a few too many just-in-case items. But here's the secret: you don't have to tackle everything at once. A little bit each day goes a long way, and I'll guide you every step of the way. The key is to start small. Think of it like dipping your toes into a pool instead of diving right in. Begin with just one drawer, one shelf, or even a single corner of a room. Set a timer for 10 minutes. That's it. For 10 minutes, sort the items into 3 simple categories: keep, donate, and discard. This approach makes the process feel manageable and ensures you're making steady progress without getting overwhelmed. As you go through your items, ask yourself these 3 important questions. Does this item serve a purpose in my daily life? Does it bring me joy or hold deep sentimental value? Have I used it in the last 6 months? If the answer to all three is no, it's time to let it go. Remember, decluttering isn't about losing things. It's about gaining freedom. Freedom from the weight of unnecessary stuff and the stress it brings. For example, I once had a drawer full of mismatched Tupperware lids. Sound familiar? Every time I opened that drawer, it stressed me out. I finally spent 10 minutes sorting through it, keeping only the pieces that had matches and discarding the rest. It was such a small change, but it made me smile every time I opened that drawer afterward. That's the kind of progress I want for you. Small wins that bring a big sense of relief. Now, here's something else to keep in mind. Celebrate your progress. Every small step counts. Maybe today you sorted that junk drawer, and tomorrow it's a shelf in the linen closet. Before you know it, you'll have tackled an entire room. And let me tell you, those little victories feel amazing. They remind you that you're not just organizing a house, you're reclaiming your peace of mind. I know many of you have sentimental items that are harder to part with. Maybe it's a box of old photographs or your children's school projects from decades ago. Those items take more time and care, and that's okay. You don't have to rush. Set them aside for now and start with the easier decisions. Build your confidence with smaller tasks, and you'll be ready to tackle the harder ones when the time feels right. And here's one more piece of advice. Don't do it alone if you don't have to. Invite a friend or family member to help. Having a second pair of eyes can make it easier to decide what stays and what goes. Plus, you'll have someone to share memories with as you go through your treasures. Decluttering isn't just about creating a tidier space. It's about creating a home that works for you, not against you. A home where you can move freely, enjoy your favorite things, and feel proud of the space you've created. So, why not start today? Pick one small area and give it 10 minutes. You'll be amazed at how much lighter you feel when you let go of what no longer serves you. And remember, this is just the beginning. In the next section, we'll dive deeper into how to make cleaning not only manageable, but something you might even look forward to. Trust me, it's possible. Finding joy in the process. So, stick around. After taking those first steps to declutter, you might be thinking, Margaret, are you really going to tell me cleaning can be fun? It's a fair question. Most of us have spent years treating cleaning as a chore, something to get through as quickly as possible. But here's the thing. Science shows us that completing tasks actually triggers a little reward in our brains. Every time you finish tidying a countertop or sweeping a floor, your brain releases dopamine, the same feel-good chemical you get when checking off a to-do list or enjoying a favourite hobby. In short, cleaning can bring genuine satisfaction, especially when it's done with the right mindset. Now, I know many of us seniors might not have the same energy levels we used to, and that's perfectly okay. The key is to make the process more enjoyable so it doesn't feel like such a burden. Here are a few ways you can find joy while keeping your home tidy. 1. Set the mood. Think about the things that make you feel at ease. Is it listening to your favourite oldies station, lighting a lavender-scented candle, opening the windows to let in fresh air? These small touches can completely change the atmosphere of your cleaning routine. Personally, I like to put on cheerful music while I work. It makes the time fly by, and before I know it, I'm dancing around with the broom. 2. Use tools you love. Have you ever tried cleaning with a tool that just works? Whether it's a lightweight mop that doesn't strain your back or a sponge that fits comfortably in your hand. Having the right tools can make all the difference. I'll admit I even get a little smile every time I use my sponge with a smiley face. It's the little things. Invest in products that make cleaning easier and more enjoyable for you. And if you have arthritis or mobility issues, consider ergonomic tools that are designed to reduce strain. 3. Work alongside a friend. Cleaning doesn't have to be a solo activity. Invite a partner, a neighbour, or even a grandchild to join you. Not only does this make the work go faster, but it also creates opportunities for connection. If no one's around, don't forget about the power of online Clean With Me videos. They've become surprisingly popular, and it's like having a virtual cleaning buddy cheering you on as you work. Finding joy in cleaning is all about reframing how we think about it. Instead of seeing it as an unnecessary evil, consider it a chance to care for the home that has served you so well over the years. Every time you tidy a room or organize a space, you're creating an environment that reflects your love, effort, and personality. Isn't that a wonderful gift to yourself? In the next section, we'll explore how small, quick tasks can add up to a big difference over time. Because let's be honest, most of us prefer little wins over marathon cleaning sessions. Stick around, and I'll show you how to make it work for you. The power of a clean space. As we continue this journey, let's pause to acknowledge a challenge many of us face. Clutter. It sneaks in over the years, doesn't it? Whether it's papers on the counter, souvenirs from travels, or those "I'll deal with it later" piles, clutter can make even simple tasks, like wiping a table, feel daunting. For many of us older adults, the thought of tackling it all can be exhausting. But here's the good news. There's a simple way to start. Begin by grouping similar items together. Instead of trying to decide where each individual thing belongs right away, just focus on creating small groups, mail in one pile, keepsakes in another, and so on. This quick action not only makes your space look more organized, but also tricks your brain into seeing fewer things. Suddenly, the mess feels more manageable, and the task at hand doesn't seem so overwhelming. By creating a clean surface, even in one small area, you're giving yourself a mental boost. It's amazing how calming it feels to look around and see order, isn't it? That sense of clarity and accomplishment is something we all deserve, especially as we strive to make our homes more comfortable and peaceful. In the next section, we'll explore how small efforts, like these quick grouping strategies, can lead to big wins. Stick with me, and I promise you'll see just how doable this can be. Quick wins for instant impact. By now, we've talked about decluttering and finding joy in cleaning. But let's be honest, there are days when time and energy are in short supply. I get it. As we grow older, those "I'll do it tomorrow" moments can pile up, leaving us feeling overwhelmed. But here's the thing. You don't have to spend hours cleaning to make a noticeable difference. Sometimes all it takes is a few quick wins to transform your space and your mood. Let's start with a big one. Clear the floor. You might not realize it, but items scattered on the floor, shoes, newspapers, a stray sweater, can make a room feel chaotic. Our brains are wired to perceive cluttered floors as unfinished business, which can lead to feelings of unease. Start by picking up anything that doesn't belong and finding a proper place for it. If you're dealing with overflow items, like pet food bags or bulk purchases, consider investing in storage bins or baskets that can be neatly tucked away. The clear floor creates an instant sense of calm and makes it easier to move around safely, something we all appreciate as we get older. Next, let's tackle flat surfaces. Counters, tables, and desks tend to be magnets for clutter, but they also have the power to transform a room when tidied. Take a few minutes to group similar items together, just as we discussed earlier, then remove anything unnecessary. A tidy coffee table or kitchen counter can make a room feel more spacious and inviting. And here's a little trick. Even if you don't have time to put everything away, grouping items neatly can create a sense of order that feels satisfying. Now, for one of my favorite strategies, the 5-minute sprint. This is a lifesaver on days when you're feeling low on energy or motivation. Set a timer for just 5 minutes and focus on one small task: clearing a corner, wiping down the sink, or putting away the dishes. You'll be amazed at how much you can accomplish in such a short burst of focused effort. And here's the best part. Once the timer goes off, you can stop guilt-free, knowing you've made progress. But don't be surprised if you find yourself saying, well, maybe I'll just do another 5 minutes. These quick wins are especially helpful for those of us who want to maintain a clean and safe home without feeling overwhelmed. They're also great for managing the daily clutter that tends to creep back in over time. The beauty of these strategies is that they're simple, achievable, and most importantly, they work. Remember, cleaning doesn't have to be an all-or-nothing marathon. It's about making small, meaningful changes that add up over time. Whether you clear the floor, tidy a flat surface, or sprint through a 5-minute task, each step brings you closer to the home you deserve. One that's clean, comfortable, and uniquely yours. In the next section, we'll explore how to get others involved, because cleaning isn't just a solo activity. It can be a team effort, and trust me, when everyone pitches in, the results are even better. Stay with me, and I'll show you how. Involving the family cleaning doesn't have to be a solo journey, especially if you live with family or have grandchildren who visit often. In fact, turning cleaning into a group activity can make it more enjoyable and meaningful. Here's a simple way to start. Set a timer for 5 minutes and announce that it's a team effort. Everyone pitches in for just 5 minutes. No more, no less. Whether it's picking up toys, straightening cushions, or clearing the dining table, those 5 focused minutes can work wonders. This practice does more than just tidy the house. It teaches responsibility and fosters teamwork. Grandchildren, in particular, often enjoy the challenge of a timed task, and they'll learn valuable life skills along the way. Plus, there's something special about working together as a family. It transforms cleaning into a moment of connection and shared accomplishment, rather than just another chore. In the next section, I'll share how choosing the right tools and products can make cleaning easier and even more enjoyable, especially for those of us with specific needs. Let's keep going. Embrace your favorites. Let's be honest, cleaning can feel like a chore, but the right tools and products can make all the difference, especially for those of us who want to make the most of our energy and time. One of the best ways to bring a little joy into cleaning is to use items that genuinely make you happy. Maybe it's a lightweight mop that glides effortlessly across the floor, or a dish soap with a scent that reminds you of fresh flowers in spring. These small touches can turn mundane tasks into moments of simple satisfaction. The key is to find what works for you and stick to it. For those with arthritis or limited mobility, ergonomic tools can make tasks easier and less tiring. And remember, it's not about having a cabinet full of fancy products. It's about choosing a few favourites that get the job done efficiently and bring you a little happiness along the way. In the next section, we'll talk about how consistency, even in small efforts, can help maintain the clean and serene home you've worked so hard to create. Stay with me. A clean home, clear mind. As we wrap up today's journey, let's take a moment to reflect on why a clean and organised home matters so much, especially for us in this season of life. It's not just about making your space look good. It's about creating an environment that nurtures your well-being. A home free of clutter helps reduce stress and anxiety, giving you the mental clarity to focus on what truly matters: your hobbies, your family, and your peace of mind. The process of simplifying, tidying, and finding joy in cleaning is about more than maintaining a home. It's about caring for yourself. Every drawer you organise, every surface you clear, and every quick win you achieve is a step toward creating a space that supports your needs and reflects the life you've built. So, what's the first small step you'll take today? Maybe it's tidying a corner, setting a 5-minute timer, or simply embracing the idea that cleaning can be a source of satisfaction rather than stress. Whatever it is, know that each effort, no matter how small, is a gift you give to yourself. Conclusion. Thank you so much for joining me today on Timeless Wisdom. Remember, we're not just tidying up our homes, We're building places of warmth, comfort, and happiness, one small step at a time. If any of these tips inspired you, or if you learned something new, please consider subscribing to our channel and sharing this video with friends or loved ones who could use a little motivation on their own journey. Your support helps our community grow and allows us to bring more helpful advice your way. Let's keep making our homes peaceful and welcoming, and let's encourage each other along the way. Here's to creating a space that feels truly like home, and to a future filled with comfort, contentment, and good health. I can't wait to see you in the next video. Take care of yourself, stay positive, and remember to cherish each day. If you haven't already, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update from Timeless Wisdom. See you soon.